Parcel shares uplifting stories and conversations with people making Johannesburg and the world a better place.
Yeah, we continue our conversations with people that are making the world a better place. And it's no different now as we've been, what an inspiring morning, talking to extraordinary individuals. And we continue that conversation. Okay, so we're talking about the power of community-driven change. On the 12th of September at Zuurbekon Intermediate School, the Blu Burd Foundation will launch its new CSI initiative. It's called Tomorrow's Future Today in partnership with Tiger Brands, Fight Club and Central Energy Fund. The program will provide nutrition packs and solar rechargeable lights to learners while also inspiring a love for STEM, wellness and education. Joining me now to share a little bit more about this powerful mission is Tidimalo Sehlako, who's a television presenter, model, actress, yoga instructor, humanist, humanitarian, and is the driving force behind the Blu Burd Foundation. Tidimalo, good morning. Thanks for joining me.
Good morning, Sam. Thank you so much for having me.
Let's talk about your organization and what inspired you to start the Blu Burd Foundation. I mean, you're busy. I mean, you don't need anything more on your plate. You're already super busy. But what made you decide to start a foundation?
I guess it's my experience with food insecurity, especially in education. Before my mom's business took off when I was growing up, we faced a lot of food insecurity. So, you know, the struggles of going to school and you don't have enough food and then your uniform, you're wearing your tunic for like 4 years and it's almost see-through. So I experienced a lot. I've been through it. So for me, it was just an action to be like, look back from where you come from, and I bet you there are still children who are going through that right now. So look back and try and make their journeys easier.
Yeah, and so this idea that let me start the Blu Burd Foundation, and in terms of names, what does Blu Burd signify to you? Why Blu Burd?
Spiritually,
is it bird or bird? Because it's spelled U-B-U and not B-I.
Right. It's because that it is a play on words, but because in registering it, bird was taken so many times. So I was like, okay, cool. I just spelled it B-U. Okay. But
I thought there was some level of significance to it.
But just the significance of a blue bird is just spiritual elevation and transformation.
Yeah. Okay, talk to us about this program, because you're launching it with some really cool partners, right?
100%.
It's about
100%.
providing nutrition packs. You know what I love about this thing, Tidimalo? It's like ordinary South Africans that are doing extraordinary things. Like, you know, they're not waiting for people. They're not waiting for this moment. They just have this calling to want to do more, and then they do it.
We have to, Sam, because we're going to wait forever for who? Who's going to come and save us? No one.
Yeah. So talk to me about Tomorrow's Future Today.
Tomorrow's Future Today is on the 12th of September at 12 o'clock. We'll be handing over food packs and solar chargeable lights to the kids of Zuurbekon Intermediate School and to the entire school. So every single student in the school, which is about 858 students. At first, we had only budgeted for half of that. So the CSI teacher there, who really begged me to be like, you know, a lot of these kids from the school are from impoverished backgrounds and they really need that sense of hope, that sense of inclusion. So if you're only going to target a fraction of the school, it's just going to
leave half of them on the wayside, right?
100%. And that's why she implored me to try to include the entire school. And that's when we try to get people on board to be like, listen, we have a deficit, so we need all hands on deck to be able to help to bring at least 858 food packs and rechargeable lights to all of these kids. And Sam, we've reached the target.
Yeah, congratulations on that.
Thank you.
That's just absolutely amazing. Nutrition packs, solar lights, so it's kind of really some of the poorest communities you can think of, because that kind of deals with the food issue,
food
and just accessibility to like just
electricity, inequality. A lot of them go back home and they can't even do their homework properly at home because they may not have electricity. It's either by candlelight, it's in a shack, by paraffin, and that also poses a plethora of dangers. So in order to just have them have a rechargeable light that's specifically for them, they can charge it in the sunlight, no electricity required. It just makes their life so much easier.
And security as well.
There we go.
Why Zuurbekon? What was it about the community?
It's where my dad comes from, and I spent a lot of years passing by the school, and I could see that, I could see the state of the school, and I was just like,
so it's in disrepair. It's not one of the best kept.
100%, and they're really trying. From an infrastructure perspective, yes, and also they're really trying. Right now, recently, they've just started trying to paint the school. Just like slowly getting there. So yeah, the reason why I chose Zuurbekon School is because it's a little bit like home.
Yeah, and yet again, it just comes to this idea when people see something, and then they react to it. You've brought some interesting partners on board.
Yeah.
Talk to me a little bit about, because I believe in conscious consumers, right? I believe in this idea that once we know about brands that care, we kind of have to think about them a little bit differently.
We do.
So tell me about how this partnership with Tiger Brands, Fight Club, and Central Energy Fund started.
So with Fight Club, I have these events that I hold called top tier sessions, where we have sports days, wellness days, where we just go.
You don't beat people up. No. You just invite people to be beat
I
up.
invite people to get an exercise thrashing. So Fight Club is coming on board in terms of having people drop off food packs where people want to donate and the public wants to get involved. They are our station where people can come and drop off whatever they want to donate. And with Central Energy Fund, they're coming in from a capital perspective, where they're helping us to be able to get all of these, get all of the nutrition packs and the solar powered lights. So they're coming in on a very, very, very big capacity on that note. And also it's a large part of their CSR programs. They have a large division where they tackle food insecurity, they tackle wellness, health and wellness, they tackle they're all about STEM. So because we wanted to tackle STEM students, they were definitely on board to support the initiative. And with Tiger Brands, it's just about they are big on social CSI as well.
Do a lot of CSI projects.
Absolutely, that's how they fit in.
So I know you've said it's 858 kids, but you've managed through Project Clolo. I think you've managed to get over 1,050 solar rechargeable lights. And talk to me about that project. How did you access that? That's the Central Energy Fund, guys.
Absolutely. So what we're doing, it's two projects under one program. The program is called Tomorrow's Future Today, and we have Project 1, which is the nutrition mission, where we're giving them nutrition packs, food parcels, and then with the solar rechargeable lights, we're giving them the solar rechargeable lights. So it's two projects that are going to be aiming at different schools, but right now, in order for us to launch, we are launching with Zuurbekon Intermediate School. So every single thing that we have is going to the school, and the access that we have, there are many schools around the area that the access is going to go to.
Yeah. Talk to us about the actual day on Friday. So it's going to, the amazing thing, I wish, I know a fair amount of South Africans get to see these things, but the energy and the spirit in these places when you come with things and the kids, it's such a big day for the children. So what is happening on your big day, on your launch day? What are you planning?
So on the launch day, the kids, number one, have a full school day. We're not taking that away from them.
Okay.
So at 12 o'clock,
the energy is so amazing.
The energy, it's infectious. I love it every single time.
Yeah.
So at 12 o'clock, they convene into the hall, and we kind of introduce ourselves. We kind of introduce the executives that are going to be on stage and explain to them what's happening, and just do the big announcement, and then have them do performance pieces, just in terms of just showing
kind of
us.
Celebration.
100%. And then thereafter, a few words of appreciation from the executives that are going to be there, that are supporting the school.
And community leadership and all that
there
stuff.
We go. And then thereafter, they go back to the classes, they receive their goodies and photo ups and just celebration. Nice, short, sweet. We're not taking away from their educational time, because that's the reason why we are supporting them.
There's always a question around sustainability, right? So there's always a question around the long-term impact. Because now, obviously, this is the first target. This is also the kind of launch of the Blu Burd Foundation
100%.
At the event. What is next for the organization, and how do you... I assume that Zuurbekon will be one of the first schools in the network, and you will keep on adding to the network in terms of the beneficiaries and stuff. So it's not kind of one school, then you move on to the next. They kind of stay in the fold.
100%.
What's the plan say?
The plan is to get the school to a point of sustainability, to a point where the efforts that we bring into the school kind of self-sustain themselves. So stay with the school for 1, 2, 3 years. Then after that, be able to see what the efforts and what the results are of the efforts that we're putting into the school, and also gradually add more schools into it. And definitely not just leaving the schools always handing out food parcels and solar lights, because there's only so much that you can give, but also looking at infrastructure, looking at educational material. I think right now starting with nutrition kind of gives them a little bit of hope and to know that people out there believe in their educational journey, and then we come there, we add on to the infrastructure. They're not alone, and that alone in a child's life, trust you me, I remember when I was small, if someone came to our school, it felt so exciting, and especially if they're coming in the form of hope and so much giving back and encouraging education. So we're also looking at expanding their education, expanding their infrastructure in terms of classrooms, and also giving back in terms of STEM material, so that there can be more investment in that part of education.
It's a primary school, right?
It's a primary school.
Wow. Next month we're having this series called Champions, right, where we've got a list of champions. And we're just talking to them about kind of a champion mentality. And then how do you build a champion mentality? Maybe a question I want to throw at you in terms of just kind of championing a cause.
Yeah.
You explained why you started the foundation, but why are you so personally driven? Because many people will go, well, I'll get to that stage of my life once I've achieved. I mean, you're doing yoga, you're doing television, you're doing all of this kind of stuff. And in the midst of all of that, you have found the time to register this organization, which you've explained. But why are you so driven in such an early part of your career to already start giving back?
The future doesn't stop. The future doesn't stop when I start or when I decide that things are good, and things happen as you take the first step. Magic happens as you take the first step. So if I'm going to wait for a particular destiny or a particular time in my life to be able to give back, the magic in actually doing is taken away because I'm waiting for money, and money is not the only thing that gives hope or builds a community.
Reason not to give
No, it's not, absolutely not. And trust you me, when you actually start plowing and you start putting your hands to the service, things actually happen, the money actually comes.
And living in service of others provides you a lot more fulfillment in life.
There we go.
Okay. Members of the public, how can they get involved? How can they support you? Maybe they can take up an extra yoga lesson, and because you're using all of that. So how can they get involved?
For right now, it's constant donation at the Fight Club with these nutrition packs and solar chargeable lights, because this is just the first one. It's the launch. We still want to have one before the end of the year. So if members of the society want to get involved, please do drop off your food parcels or non-perishable goods at the Fight Club Brevonia, Morningside, to get involved.
Okay, Fight Club, that's at 183 Brevonia Road, Morningside.
Yes.
And just to let you know, in those food packs and the items that you're looking for, well, I mean, you're not prescribing to people what to bring, but it would be ideal if it's a 5 kg maize meal, if it's 750 milliliter cooking oil, if it's one of cans of whatever. And then obviously Lucky Star pilchards and all of that kind of stuff. Can also be delivered. That's for Sheer Motors Building, 183 Brevonia Road, and then obviously that I assume is the Fight Club.
That's where the Fight Club is. That's right by the engine.
That's kind of in my neighborhood. That's my neighborhood. Yeah. Okay, cool, man. That's absolutely amazing. Really, take my hat off to you and just
thank you.
This is absolutely amazing and something that people need to watch out. Where can people follow you for your journey? I know you're documenting, you're a storyteller. So where can they follow you on your socials, your websites, wherever?
They can find me at Tidimalo_S on all social media platforms, and also on YouTube, Top Tier Sessions.
And just in case you heard something else, let me spell it for you. It's Tidimalo. So whatever you heard, it's not that. It's Tidimalo. Tidimalo, thank you very much for joining us. Philanthropist, humanitarian. Well, you said not yet. Humanitarian. Talking to us about the Blu Burd Foundation and the work that they're doing. And on the 12th of September, which is this Friday, they're launching the Blu Burd Foundation, or it will launch its new CSI initiative called Tomorrow's Future Today. It's happening at the Zuurbekon Intermediate School in partnership. Shout out to Tiger Brands, Fight Club, and the Central Energy Fund, who's come together. They'll be handing over not just a half the school, the entire school. Over 800 kids will get nutrition packs and solar rechargeable lights, so that it can not only inspire them to get educated, but also improve their life on a whole. Okay. In 2-3 minutes, we'll have a chat to Dr. Tamron Frank. We're going to have a chat to her about the work that the organization is doing in the social impact space.